Our next guests are leading the way when it comes to helping people living with Parkinson's disease.
Neurosurgeon Dr. Greg Bonin and physical therapist Christine Ross from Houston Physicians Hospital are here to explain how new therapies are helping Parkinson's patients better manage their symptoms. Welcome to the show. First of all, doctor, let's talk about the therapies, because a lot of people here can hear a diagnosis of Parkinson's and really feel like there is no hope, but there is hope now for Parkinson's patients.
Yeah, absolutely. There are about 60,000 people a year in the United States diagnosed with Parkinson's, and that can be a very overwhelming diagnosis, and people can be very concerned about what's going to happen or what will my future be like. But we do have a very good assortment of therapies that can really improve their ability to function and then improve their quality of life.
And one of those methods is called deep brain stimulation. You're the only physician in the Clear Lake area to perform this. Explain how it works, because for a lot of folks, this is a game changer.
So this is basically a pacemaker for the brain, if you will. And what it does is high-frequency stimulation, so it's adjustable. It's also something that we can reverse or turn down if need be. And it allows us to restore a little bit more balance to the motor system, so that some of the loss of movement and coordination that people experience can be offset with the stimulation.
And this is an actual procedure that's being done, so not every person diagnosed with Parkinson's is a candidate for this. They would need to meet with you and see where they fit in all of this. But this allows that patient to live a quote-unquote normal life while going through the progression of this disease.
That's right. So it's not a cure for Parkinson's, but what it does is it improves a person's quality of life. And we take a broad approach to treating people with Parkinson's, which is why we have Christine with us to talk about the Big and Loud program and some of the other types of therapy that can be very helpful either with or without surgical intervention.
And we're seeing video right now of this deep brain stimulation. So this man here who has had the device implanted, he is living proof of how effective this treatment can be.
So you can imagine trying to do simple activities like button a shirt or feed yourself or write your name if you have uncontrolled movements, or if you can't initiate movements, or if you've lost your fine motor skills. And then you see the difference that it makes in their coordination and their ability to control their movements.
My goodness. Both my grandparents on my father's side had Parkinson's, and this would have absolutely made such a huge difference in their life. Christine, we want to chat about the boxing program, and yes, this is so cool. We love this story because Courtney has showcased it here on Houston Life, but explain how boxing can help someone living with Parkinson's.
Well, basically, boxing is the most high-intense exercise that any athlete can do. So we like to think of Parkinson's patients not as patients, but more or less as fighters. So we're fighting back against the disease. It's very intensive. It gives back the quality of life, maintains their function, helps slow the progression of Parkinson's, and exercise is the only known factor to slow the progression of Parkinson's.
What is so fascinating to me, and I've been in the ring with some of these patients, and when they are walking into these classes, sometimes they need help. They have walkers. They could be in a wheelchair.
Absolutely.
And clearly you can see they are patients with Parkinson's. And when this class starts and they get into the ring, if you will, it's sort of mind over matter.
Absolutely.
The ability that they have to skip, jump rope perhaps, or even hit a study bag is so incredible to me that it's almost within a second of that class beginning.
Absolutely, absolutely. And like I said before, I mean, we think of them as fighters, and they are really intense. Some of them are in phenomenal shape, better than myself sometimes. And you see that something change with them, and it's revolved around those with Parkinson's. So it's not your typical fitness gym where you have, anybody can work out. I mean, this is for those with Parkinson's. We hit it dead on.
And we should be clear, it's called Rock Steady Program, and this is designed specifically for patients with Parkinson's.
Yes, ma'am.
And sometimes they're caregivers, so they understand how to do this at home.
Absolutely. And then, what's great about it is that we do have therapists leading the boxing program. So if need be, if they need that physical therapy component or the speech therapy component, we can refer them as needed, to a therapist in their location. Of course, I treat that daily, and I love it. I'm very passionate about it as well.
And Rocksteady, we should also point out, is part of Houston Physicians Hospital.
Absolutely.
Dr. Bonin, let's talk a little bit about the hospital and what sets it apart, because obviously for someone out there dealing with this, it impacts not just the patient, but the entire family. What sets you guys apart?
I think the big thing for any program, and there are a lot of people passionate about helping folks with Parkinson's and doing a great job, and we try to provide them with the education and the resources they need, whether they're services we provide or other services in the community that will allow them to be more independent, to enjoy a higher, more enjoyable quality of life, and to engage with other people that are experiencing the same thing that they're going through. I think sometimes you can feel like it's just overwhelming, and other people can't necessarily relate to what it's like, both for the patient and for their caregivers. So for us to be able to meet them where they are and provide them with either therapy or education or the opportunity to have the most cutting edge and safest surgical procedure possible is really a blessing to the community. And it means a lot to Christine and I, because as it turns out, we each have a dad that has gone through this. My dad had it for over 20 years, and her dad is fighting Parkinson's right now.
Really?
So we know what it's like to experience that as the adult child of a parent who's wrestling with it.
With the amount of technology and the advancement, there's got to be a cure coming soon, but you're doing the best, obviously, in having these people live a comfortable life and getting the joys of everyday life back in their life with Parkinson's. And I think that's what's so incredible.
Yeah, thanks for your work in the community as well. Christine Ross, Dr. Greg Bonin, thank you so much for
Thank you guys
by.
for having us.
Thanks for your work. And if you all would like to find a physician or to learn more, you can visit HoustonPhysiciansHospital.com or call 281-557-5620.
And there's much more Houston Life right after the break.